How you doing, guys? I know I've been absent in a lot of comment sections of late. Like I said, I've been working a lot of hours. I was up in the wee hours this morning going through my comment section and answering comments. And I had come across one on a video I did about 3 weeks ago, which Watchtower identifies Russia as the king of the North. It wasn't a favorable comment. It was obviously one of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I read the comment, okay, I'll address this. I want to do a video and address it in the video. Somehow during the course of the day, Matt Conway, you decided to delete your comment. Obviously you couldn't back it up, and obviously you couldn't defend it. Well, you should think twice before making a comment. But there was a few things I wanted to address from what I remember of the comment. As far as it being contradictory, I don't see how my comment was contradictory. Just because I acknowledged that the United Nations was the 8th king in Revelation. First of all, yes, that was what Watchtower taught for many years, which they don't teach anymore, so how is that contradictory? The other thing, all you have to do is look at the world stage to figure it out. Anybody who knows anything and knows what's going on as far as the one world government, we all know that the United Nations is going to be the enforcer of that. So how is that contradictory? All you got to do is open your eyes. Now, when I said it was doubtful that the Russian Federation was the final king of the North, I meant it. When I said that it would have to have access to every country in the world. And what was your statement when you commented? Was that the United Nations was going to use the Russian Federation to abolish false religion, to attack the world, to attack God people. Okay, that, you already admitted that the United Nations was using the Russian Federation to execute judgment. But you already admitted that it was the United Nations. First of all, let's make one thing clear. If Russia were to attack the world, it wouldn't fare very well. First of all, you're talking about a powerful country, yes, with under 1 million troops. No, first of all, the UN, when they use troops, they do not use one nation. They use little dips from every nation. So no, Russia is not the king of the North. And by your own comment, you acknowledge that the UN was the 8th king. So that makes you totally disagree with Watchtower. The final thing you said in your comment, you said, you apostate. Okay. Matt, I've been called worse by better. That was something I never took offensively, apostate. Even when I was at JW, I never acknowledged that that was a negative thing to begin with. Get any dictionary, Webster's preferably. Look up the definition of apostate. Okay, when I started studying with Jehovah's Witnesses, I was Catholic. I was raised Catholic. When I took the plunge and was baptized as a Jehovah's Witness, that in itself automatically made me apostate right on the spot. I knew this going into the organization, so when I hear the word apostate, I take it for what it actually is. Yes, I am an apostate. At one time, I voted Democrat, not for very long before I switched to Republican. That also made me an apostate. So no, when I hear JWs using that word in such a negative tone, with such contempt, I see people that are so blind because Watchtower uses it in that tone, so they take it and they believe it in that tone. When I see the contempt and they say, oh, he's an apostate, and they say it with disgust, that reminded me of something else. When I hear JWs or anybody on JW Broadcasting use the word apostate and use it with such emphasis on negativity, it actually gets me thinking about the Israelites. way back in the day, the Pharisees. And what do they used to call the average everyday Israelite? Ha-Haratz, which simply meant people of the land. I hope I got the pronunciation right. It's been a while. But when the Pharisees use it, they put emphasis on the negativity. Much like Jehovah's Witnesses, you and Watchtower put the negativity on apostate. Yes, I'm an apostate. Every time Watchtower changes its light, it makes them apostates. Every time you believe every part of their new light, that makes you apostates. If you don't believe their new light and continue believing the old light, that automatically makes you an apostate. Matt, do your research. You want my opinion, in all honesty? Get yourself a real Bible and read it, preferably the 4 Gospels, without the aid of any Watchtower publications. You'll open your eyes. Because every comment you made to me this morning was, you're like a marionette for Watchtower. You're on strings. You speak for them. You act for them. You don't use your own brain. And the thing is, when I do these videos, I'm doing them for people like you that are being controlled by monkeys like you've got in Warwick. I recognized this a long time ago. Okay, it may be a few months, maybe a few years. You may be out here yourself doing the same thing I'm doing. Pull your head out of the Watchtower bubble. Look around what's going on. Look at your Kingdom Hall. Is it empty? Do you really buy the spiritual bullcrap you're hearing, if you can call it spiritual? Because it's all bullcrap. Take a good hard look at the Silver Shank. Is it not totally inferior to your former Bible? Look at your publications. Where do they all go? They're all out of print. Old light? No. Watchtower is covering their asses, Matt. Yeah, I'm an apostate. We're all apostates. But, like I said, you may want to listen. First of all, you're totally ignoring Watchtower and watching my video, which you're not supposed to do. But think about it. You may learn something. Anyways, guys, I got to go get some sleep. You guys have a good night. And hopefully, very shortly, I can start doing these videos from home again. I don't know how much longer these insane hours are going to go. But you guys have a good night. And I also wanted to mention, I think Joe the Runaway Slave, number 4747, we're all going to sorely miss him. But he's did his time. He did a phenomenal job out here. That totally waylaid me when I found out. But much like a lot of us, hey, he spent a lot of years on Watchtower, and he's a hurting pup right now. And hopefully he can live and enjoy his life. But I hope he's going to be out here in the comments section, at least. But I just wanted to say goodbye to Joe. And the rest of you as well. I'm starting to slur and nod off. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you soon.